pop. I think that gives you a lot of leverage to kind of sit in a bunch of worlds, which is really, really good for me specifically because I've always struggled with putting, a name on my sound, a name on the songs I write, except for the fact that it is DIY. I do a lot of it, from the comfort of my room. I love to write in my room. I think that is amplified because a lot of the music I started making was throughout COVID, and I really fell in love with, writing alone and just all the aspects involved. So I think DIY is kind of just an umbrella term for I love to just do it and I love to do it myself. So yeah, almost all of my songs were produced, on Zooms and I'd record my vocals at home. Everything was kind of DIY'd. I guess that's the best way to describe it. I let my thoughts drown out my breath, neglect the surface underwater. Maybe I should text my friends, yet I'm pretty fucking tired today. I always loved to, sing. I did musical theater. I was a theater girl. I did all the covers possible. I did YouTube covers for a bit, but I think being home really was my experiment time. It's where I really learned to write. I always loved to sing. I always wanted to do it for fun. When I was younger, I was like, oh my God, I want to be a pop star when I'm older. But it was always just, like a young fantasy. But when COVID hit, I was bored and I had time and I had thoughts and I wanted to get them out. And music was how I did that. And I fell in love with it, and it became such a good outlet for me. It became such a strong passion of mine, and yeah, I just fell in love with every aspect of it, and that's how we are today. We just got really lucky to have that time. There was some good, not much, but there was some good that came out of that time off.
You got your loose shirt, green eyes, pretty boy, silly mind. We're just young, having fun, politics down the run. Don't know much to do.
A song called Front Lawn that I think it was my first song that got on a Spotify playlist, and that was like, that still is, dream come true. It was so cool at the time because that time I was just kind of releasing music just to release music, and I'd always pitch my songs to Spotify, pray for the best, see what happens. But that song was really special to me because I did have a huge hand in production there. I made it, with like one of my older brother's friends. It was so, by fluke, and we worked hard on the pitch, and I worked hard, really, really hard on the song, and yeah, it got on. I don't remember what Spotify playlist it was exactly, but it got on, and that was how I met a lot of the people in my life today in music, and I was just super lucky. A lot of luck's involved, but also a lot of hard work. Obviously, that song took off on Spotify. I got to meet a couple of cool people. I really, really always wanted to, I had so many word vomit songs that I had just kind of out in the air. It was really important to me to get it solidified, put and compiled onto a playlist. I actually came to LA one summer when I was 2 years ago. And I just took the summer and I just wrote, and I collaborated with so many people and just learned so much about what I want to be putting out in the world. So we worked on that, solidified it. That came out last April. And I was releasing a little bit songs here, there, here. That came out last April. And then ever since then I've just been writing and collaborating. I think other people definitely just expanding my horizons, meeting new people, held massive power in the sound and the product that's out now.
It's everything I don't believe in. I get lost in certain feelings.
Jimmy's House. It's called Jimmy's House. It came out, I think 3 weeks ago now. It's been cool. It's been out. It's been a song. I wrote it last year here, LA. Summer, super fun. That's one of those songs that I think it's kind of like you said. It's I don't even know what mood I was in when we wrote that song. It was kind of like vomit. It just all came out at that time. They're playing some festivals. We have one in Denver coming up, one in Toronto, Elora area. Yeah, just some more stuff. I fucking love the live show aspect, so the more the merrier when it comes to that stuff, for sure. So you can follow me, Instagram, it's AVIV. TikTok is it's AVIV with an extra V, and AVIV everywhere else. That's me, AVIV on Spotify, AVIV, capital letters. Hi, my name is AVIV, and you just been bus.